Good morning, collective. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. My name is Ali, and this is Star.Spirit for another daily message from the universe. So let's jump right in here and see what messages Spirit has for us today. This will be for Thursday, September the 8th here, 2022. All right, so we have our first full energy here. Be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon. Very interesting. Okay. Cardinal Moon. Don't think we've had that one before, so it's going to be perhaps a new energy for the collective here. Okay. Spirit, can you give us some more details in terms of what this energy is about? Oh, okay. 1 second. We have 10 of Swords, and then two other cards kind of, oh, not two other. Oh, that's too many. That's about 15. Okay, let's try again. So first card, we have the 10 of Swords. Spirit, can I get a few more cards here? Maybe 4 more cards? Okay, so we have 10 of Swords, Queen of Swords, 7 of Swords, King of Wands, and in the bottom of the deck we have 4 of Wands, so celebration here. Interesting. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so we have be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon as the overall energy of the reading. Okay, so Spirit is definitely telling us as a collective here, and take it how it resonates for sure. So Spirit is definitely has a strong message here that there's going to be a change. Okay, I can't see quite yet whether that's going to be romantic, career, self-growth. Okay, so we'll get some more clarity with that, but definitely there is a change that you're wanting and perhaps have been wanting, and the universe is encouraging you to take that next step. Okay, so not necessarily to wait for things to happen and then make your decision or make your first move, but make that first move of your own accord and see what happens. Spirit, can we get some clarity here? So we have the ending of a cycle with the 10 of Swords. Then we have Queen of Swords. So you could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your own situation here. Again, take it how it resonates. The roles can definitely be flipped. The Queen of Swords is often definitely an air sign, all about thoughts, all about the mind. And while the Queen of Swords can usually indicate things like divorce or kind of an air of being cold, really the Queen of Swords is someone who's quite creative, but also very deliberate in where the Queen's energy is placed, okay? So may come across quite cold, but not actually intentionally be that way inside. And then we have the 7 of Swords and the King of Wands. Interesting. Because we have an ending of a cycle, like I said, and then we have a lot of thoughts here, a lot of air energy. And then the King of Wands is all about passion, okay? And because it's King of Wands, it can also signify a new beginning, okay? And you having the strength, again, being bold to make the first move with the lion in the background here for the King of Wands. So someone who more so knows what they want and is going for it, okay? Interesting. Can I get some clarity here for all 4 cards, please? Please, Spirit? Let's get 4 cards for each of these areas. Okay. Interesting. This is actually quite funny. All right. So, okay, let's take a look at our Wands card here. Interesting. So we have the 10 of Wands on the 10 of Swords. So interesting that these two both came together because they're both the end of a cycle. Okay, so like I said, the 10 of Swords is walking away from something that no longer serves you, and also it's in terms of thoughts. Okay, so letting any mental traps or reoccurring more obsessive negative thoughts go and clearing out that energy. That's why all of those dark birds there are flying away from the figure in the card here. And with the 10 of Wands, it's all about doing a lot of, or having a lot on your plate and trying to do everything at once. So oftentimes the 10 of Wands is considered kind of like having a burden on your shoulders and trying to carry everything in every part of your life, which isn't always efficient, okay? Oftentimes, like I said, it feels like a burden. It feels like you're carrying so much weight. So perhaps it's time to, whatever this is referring to, you'll know best as it is your story, so it will resonate with you best, collective. But it's all about being able to now let these things go. Okay, so perhaps it is time that you're not taking on so much because it isn't efficient for you. Okay, it's kind of burning you out here. And then we have, like I said, the Queen of Swords and the Empress. Okay, so you're deep in your thoughts here. You're being more calculating and more discerning as to where you put your energy. Okay, and even with this single bird in the back, I take that to symbolize one main thought. Okay, and you're looking to create something new with the Empress here. Okay, these stars represent hope on top of her head here. So again, even though the Empress is usually pregnant in most of the tarot decks that we see, in this particular traditional Rider-Waite tarot, we don't see her as being pregnant, but her ideas, they're given hope. Okay, they're given hope. Interesting. Okay, so the Empress, as you can see, she's in a field here. Okay, with water, so emotions, so a very good balance between logic and emotions here. Okay, so perhaps you're having thoughts about creating something new, a direction that you want to go into, and after having put down these more heavy burdens here with the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands as well, perhaps now that those have been put down, you're having more creative flexibility and more inspiration come into your life. Okay, interesting. Okay, next, like I said, we have the 7 of Swords, and then we have, very interesting, we have the 7 of Cups. So the numbers are all matching. This is actually quite very strong message from the universe. Wow. So we have the 7 of Cups, but it is in reverse because usually in the upright position, 7 of Cups, cups do signify emotions and having an overwhelm of decisions and clouded judgment. So not knowing what to do or where to go. Okay, not knowing what decision to make next. However, in the upright, that means that there's no longer that clouded decision, that you've come to a point where you know more so what you want. So perhaps your goal here in this particular situation, you felt overwhelmed by the amount of potential options. And now with the 7 of Swords, okay, and the 7 of Cups in reverse, you're figuring out what means the most to you. So you're eliminating everything that isn't a priority for you and focusing either on just one decision or a more manageable amount of decisions here and choices. Very interesting. Okay, and then coming to the King of Wands and the Fool. So like I said before, the King of Wands is a character of strength, someone who has a lot of passion, and again, the strength and the ambition to go for a particular goal, okay? So just like the Cardinal Moon says, be bold and make the first move. Mixed with the Fool, it's even more of a big energy and a big message from the universe that there is something here that you're wanting to take the next step towards, and you're so passionate about it that you will do so blindly. And that's not necessarily negative, okay? The Fool is all about new beginnings, new adventures, and taking a leap of faith. So as you can see, the character in this particular imagery is looking up at the sun and is kind of about to walk off this cliff here, okay? But the yellow imagery, the yellow coloring in the background really symbolizes that you're going towards your happiness. Okay, so letting go of burdens here and being in a really big thought/creative process, narrowing down your options and coming to the decision that this is what you want. So if you're looking for guidance from the universe, collective, in terms of a situation you're dealing with and whether or not you're going to be fruitful in going after that particular goal, the universe has a resounding message for you. The answer is yes. The answer is yes, okay? And with the 4 of Wands here, the bottom of the deck, the 4 of Wands, again, signifies passions, but it's more so a community celebration, okay? So with the other cards, because sometimes the Four of Wands can symbolize marriage here, but I'm not getting that with these other cards, because it's not just about reading the cards as a tarot reader here, energy reader. It's also about how the cards mingle and interplay together, okay? So with this particular card, I'm getting that whatever your desire is, it's time to let go and release of anything that might be holding you back, and really hone your goals, because that passion that you have, that drive that you have for a new beginning, it is going to be fruitful. It's going to lead to either an uprising, an uplift, pardon me, in your family or your community, okay? Wow, so it could be some sort of volunteer work that you'd like to set up, or perhaps you're looking to release a lot of your varying responsibilities and focus on just a few priorities in your life that are actually going to bring you happiness and passion, okay? I keep getting the message that some of you, and let me know if this resonates as well, some of you in the collective might want to set up some sort of charity or some sort of community space where people can come and get support from you, okay? So do let me know if that resonates. That is what I'm getting here. And if it's not so much setting up a community space, an actual physical 3D space for people in your neighborhood here, there is something that's a very passionate goal of yours. Okay, and the universe is saying go for it. Go for it, because it is going to be fruitful. And it is something that you've been wanting to do for quite a long time. You've been thinking about it here, ruminating over it, all the way to the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So let's get some final advice from the universe here. Spirit, what is the final advice that you have for the collective regarding attaining this goal here? Okay, full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Very fitting. Interesting. So the universe is definitely saying, you guys, that it's time to walk away from something that's no longer serving you and really address your priorities. Because maybe there are things on your list of priorities that aren't actually a priority for you, but maybe a priority for other people in your life, or perhaps, and as an example of that, so perhaps family and friends from when you were younger to where you are now, their opinions have influenced you into thinking things are priorities, but it's more likely priorities for them, but not necessarily for you. And perhaps you haven't taken that time to reflect on what things mean to you, and come up with your own list of priorities instead of priorities that are attached to family, friends, or society in general, okay? So the universe is definitely encouraging you to revisit your plan and your envision for your own life, because there's something here that you're carrying that's become way too heavy. And the universe is definitely encouraging you to release that and have a new beginning for yourself. Okay, so it's time to walk away from something that's no longer serving you so you can have this new beginning and celebrate. Okay, wow. Interesting message today. Very different than what I've done in the past. Alrighty. Thank you so much for joining me here on Star.Spirit. Again, my name is Ali. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also hit that notification bell, and every time I load either a daily reading or a weekly reading or anything else to my channel, you'll be amongst the first in the collective to know. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day today, and I look forward to seeing you later today for the weekly reading. Thank you and take care.